Welcome back, everyone. Guys, this project is my complete focus right now. And I mean complete focus means 100 million%. I don't want to even look at anything else. I'm not gonna even bother. Why? Because I can see the opportunity in terms of the risk reward is so high, while the risk I would assume is less than the usual. And I'll explain why. This is at this point it's a thesis, a spot. Don't judge me on this. Don't. When I talked about the augment, I was trying to connect the dots. They rug pulled us, yes. Was I related to the project by any way, or do I know them? No. But that's it's a learning curve. And I think the whole gang there was, they're all, I think, connected. They played it like well. Anyways, let's look for the future. So Satspump.fun. What is this? This is, if you have not heard of the pump fun on Solana and Tron, they made people made a crazy amount of money till it became saturated and people manipulated the system, and rug pulls is becoming a thing, right? And yet the project that launched at the beginning, people made the craziest amount of money. I want you to focus here. Pump fun at Solana and Tron at the beginning, people made good, insane X's. So I'm just showing you the platform that you can mint or inscribe, whatever they want to call it, in there when you have the first meme coin, the second meme coin on the fractal Bitcoin right here. The fractal Bitcoin. This is another thing. This is on itself is an opportunity of lifetime. So you have two opportunities here. You can be ready to get into the Satspump fund and make sure that you buy the first 5, 10, 20 meme coins that launch on this project. Why it is important? Um, Again, everyone agrees now that each layer will have a mascot that represents it. So we know Brett, we know Shiba Inu, we know Pepe, we know all of these guys on different chains, AVAX, whatever it's Solana, and we know that meme coins are becoming a love and an attachment more than anything else. So one of these meme coins that becomes a mascot for the fractal Bitcoin, we're talking about we're not talking about 50x. If you hit it from the beginning and it becomes the legend, you're talking about 50,000x, 100,000x, God knows what. And for you to hit it at the bottom and you go all the way to the end, it's impossible. But hey, you never know. It's like the lottery. So this is the first opportunity. Yes. Why do I like it also as well? So I like sets pump.fun because they're realistically now studying how to avoid the rug pulls that's happening. So they want to learn from the mistakes that's happening in the other protocols and make sure that they avoid those, like, the shady rug pulls that you could easily avoid as the operator of this platform. So that's another good news. So also, just to let you know, Chinese people, the first attraction to them is the Bitcoin and Bitcoin protocol. That's You have to pay attention to this. So anything that's Chinese on Solana, nobody would give two craps if something like this exists on the Bitcoin. So that's the first part. The second part, why fractal Bitcoin is is the thing. Like I'm saying, this is the biggest thing. Uh, you are so lucky to watch at this point. I personally think that fractal Bitcoin is going to be huge, absolutely huge. Why? Uh, First of all, people trust Bitcoin. They love Bitcoin more than anything else. What Fractal Bitcoin is offering right here is people calling it, nobody has called it yet. If it's a side chain, is it a layer 2 chain? But for simplicity, I would call it layer 2 on Bitcoin. Simply because all I care about, what does it do? The naming or whatever, it's not the intention of me, and I don't like to, I don't care. So why is it important at this point? BRC20 was the first, uh, I would say, layer or something that you can program things on Bitcoin, and the inscriptions of the ordinals and others came to existence. The only problem with the BRC20, that they hijacked the whole purpose of the BRC of the Bitcoin, uh, and the whole thing about fees skyrocketed on Bitcoin. So if you're somewhere else, knowing has nothing to do with inscriptions and or any of that stuff, you want to send Bitcoin from one wallet to another, you've been charged a lot. So they knew that, okay, this is not the right approach uh, to move on with the BRC20, because the gas were obviously was not making Bitcoin grow in the future. So I think BRC20 is done. Um, there will be a little bit of activity to whatever project that exists, but Fractal Bitcoin solved this problem. So Fractal Bitcoin, you move all your Bitcoin to Fractal Bitcoin, and whatever you want to mint, whatever you want to buy, whatever you want to inscribe, whatever, the gas fees will be Fractal Bitcoin, not the Bitcoin itself. And that's why I want to call it layer 2 for simplicity. So just like Ethereum, and then you transfer it to Optimism or any other side chain, then the gas fees will be the layer 2 chain, or even Polygon. It's a side chain. So Fractal Bitcoin solves the problem of people that love Bitcoin, but then it does not hurt the whole ecosystem of Bitcoin. So they're like, you know what, you're still on Bitcoin, and that's why it's called Fractal Bitcoin. And you can do all the stuff on the Fractal Bitcoin, and the gas fees will be Fractal Bitcoin. Here's okay. Now we understand all of this. So why is Fractal Bitcoin important? Um, if like the Chinese will come, and if the swap, the pump fund gets attraction, which I think it'll get, because we're not talking about the layer that is looking to get attraction. This is not Say, this is not Phantom, this is not any other chain that is looking for attraction. This is Bitcoin, guys. So pay attention to this. So the fractal Bitcoin, I showed you how to get it in the previous video. But what was interesting to me, that they did an airdrop. So people actually, when they did the airdrop, they sold their airdrop and went down to, like, I think all the way down to $17. And they introduced the mint of cat OP. We still don't know what's the cat's role right now on this whole ecosystem. But they gave the mint. So just to let you know, not there's a lot of information that's not being shared intentionally. It's kind of surprises of what they're doing. So minting the cat OP just from one project drove the price of Fractal from $17, or let's say $18, all the way to $35. So 2x in a matter of uh, 4 days. So imagine if Pump Fun gets 100 projects a day, or just like Solana, thousands of projects a day, and everybody's minting, everybody's buying, everybody's you know uh, doing meme coins. How much traffic would that put on the fractal Bitcoin? Now, obviously, there's a bit of risk because the fractal Bitcoin, it's still at the test right now. That much of transactions might cause crashes. We're talking about 30 seconds finality. I've seen it 10 seconds, I've seen it 5 seconds. But if I show you my history, uh, things were not going smooth. Now, developers are saying they're working on it and they're trying to solve all of this, which also positive news. But also, you know, you have to understand that the high risk, high reward. Now, can this crash? Maybe. Can things go wrong? Maybe. You're very early. Your investment as being an early comes with a higher risk. If things go well, then you should expect higher returns. If things fail, then that's what your loss is. You invested in something that was promising and things went south. So please put that in mind. No, understand that. But I'm showing you the opportunity at the earliest stage ever. So if you want to jump in it, you're more than welcome. Do your research. Ask around. But I'm just giving you what is the opportunity here. Fractal Bitcoin, the performance in the first mint was not something that I was so happy with, but yet I know that the first mint on the Fractal Bitcoin will always have value for the rest of our lives. The first meme coin or the meme that becomes the mascot of Fractal Bitcoin will be 100,000x. Which one it is, we don't know. So a lot of research, a lot of focus needed here. So please, guys, make sure that you pay attention to this. Do your research, and then you decide for yourself. And for now, I think I'm gonna invest more on Fractal Bitcoin. I think it might do 10x, just to test things around, just to see how things really go well. And if we get a bull run, then yeah. Um, the only concern I have with Facebook, it really looks like Facebook, the Fractal Bitcoin, is how it can handle transactions. I don't know if I showed you this, but I'll show it to you. Um, it's really important. If you've been involved in the ordinals and the BRC20, you probably had like a weird experience. So here I can show you what happened with the mint, just to get a reference of how things are going. Oh, come on. See the okay, connect. Okay, so it has also a lot of glitches. So here's when you click on history. I did about 10 minutes. Um, they didn't go through. Now the good news here versus BRC20, that they only deduct the amount after you get um, you get your mint. So if for any reason the transaction didn't go through, the amount will not be deducted. And this is huge compared to Ethereum and BRC20. So they're trying to avoid this, and they have done a good job. So I had in the history, there's one that got canceled, and there's a tab where you click refund. So you click on refund, and they give you back because it went through, but for some reason I didn't get it. So they're like, okay, we already took the money from you, but you didn't get it. The rest were pending, which they didn't take the money to begin with. I only got one, unfortunately. So I got 25 cats. I'm extremely pissed. I was looking for at least 400 cats to mint, and I believe I would have done 100x, and that would have made me happy. But hey, it is what it is. Um, so for now, just look around, ask around, and I hope that you guys enjoy this video. And if you have any other questions, again, just pay attention to the Sats.fun. I'll leave the links for the websites in the description. Good luck, guys. I wish you all the best. Take care.